everyone. We're here with Jaime from the Humane Society for Claws-N-Paws Thursday, and he brought 2 little kittens with us. Can you tell us about the kittens?
I brought these kittens today because it's kitten season. I was told that last year we have about 125 kittens at the shelter during the spring season. So these 2 are actually here for advertising. They're not ready for adoption yet. And what we were wanting to do is just let the people know that we have a program at the shelter. So we have so many kittens, we have the foster program. We do need people to help us with that. Some of these kittens come at 4 or 5 weeks old, like these ones are 5 weeks old right now. They're not ready for surgery. So we do need people to help us with that. Miss Lynn at the shelter, she's the vet tech, and she runs a program. So if you're interested in helping with these puppies or these kittens, and puppies too. You can contact the shelter and ask for Miss Lynn, and she'll explain everything to you how to be a foster family, okay? It's gonna be puppy season too. Remember the 10 puppies from last week that were a success. All of them were home. Went home and to beautiful homes. So all of them, home visits, everything, so all of them are gone already.
Great, that was quick.
And so that's pretty much what's going on this weekend. We only have the PetSmart adoptions from 10 to 4, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No big events. We went last weekend to the carnival for the kids, for Florida Kids Helping Kids. It was good. They tried to help us. We got some donations, and we did not have any dogs adopted, but we put the word out there of what we do and where the shelter is located and all that. So.
Great.
So with that, I have a few dogs that I'd like to mention this week. Like some of the dogs that have been staying in the shelter for a while, or some of these shy dogs that are actually sad stories. Like for example, I have a couple and I'm gonna read them in here because I wanna make sure they have the Burgh and Cap. These 2 poodles that I have. One is a poodle and one is Bichon. One is 8 years old, the other one is 7 years old. And they've been together ever since we rescued them from a kill shelter. And these poor dogs actually are panicking in the shelter. It's not the environment for them. And I hope we can find a nice, relaxing place that they can go with somebody retired that can give them the attention that they need. Come and see them at the shelter. We also have Trix. Trix is a Jack Russell Rat Terrier mix. He's 3 years old. He don't like kids. That was the reason he was brought back. We never know if it's the kid or if it's the dog, but we have to be careful. Sometimes these little kids, toddlers, start pulling their ears and start pulling the tail or something, corner these dogs, and they kind of nip a little bit, and people think the dog is aggressive. It's not the case. It might be the case, but we never know exactly. So we want to be careful about the kids with this particular dog.
Absolutely.
Daphne and Dixie is 2 main pins that we have. One is 1.5 years, and the other one is 12 years old. Both of them were brought by the owner because they couldn't have them anymore. So, and they're too small to be in that environment. Like I said, the shelter energy, all the barking, and all these dogs. So I'll just mention a few of them. Rebel. Rebel is a 6-year-old dog that's been in the shelter for almost 2 years. He went home. For some reason, they couldn't have him anymore. He's been there for 6 months now. He's a big yellowish lap mix. He's a big dog, and he is perfect for a big farm. He loves barking, chasing squirrels, and that kind of dog will be a perfect dog for somebody with a lot of land. And these are some of the ones that we have for the longest. Lanie. Lanie is one of my favorite dogs. I always have my favorite, but Lanie is a special case. Lanie's been in the shelter for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And she's not mentioned often because she has some trust issues. And Lanie was adopted twice a couple of years ago. For some reason, she don't trust you, she'll bite. You know, and it's more like a fear biter, I don't understand. So it's the dog for somebody that can work with her and probably understand and have the patience and training skills to train her. But once she knows you, that's the sweetest dog. I was trying to get a video, but I didn't have a chance. I will do it for next week because she's beautiful. And got the best coat that you can have. It's like this. It's so beautiful dog. And so I just want to emphasize people that we have dogs that are in need, you know. It's been there, like I said, 5 years. She was 1 year old and she's 6 years old now. And hopefully somebody can ask. You cannot see Lanie if you go to the shelter because she's in ISO, not because we just try to be safe. But if you want to see her, you can ask for her, and I personally will take the time to show it to somebody. And the other one, the last one is Beau. It's Beau. It's another big dog. And he came to the shelter. He was about 80-something pounds, almost 90. He's down to 55 pounds. He's the kind of dog that has so much energy, and the metabolism of these dogs sometimes is just fence running back and forth, They start losing weight. And they start looking ugly because they look skinny. People think they're sick, and they just stay behind. But he's a wonderful dog, also probably perfect for a farm. God, I'm going to run out of air in here. But I just wanted to mention some of our dogs that are in there for a long time, and we're gonna try to keep doing that. And I think that's pretty much what we have for today.
All right. Well, if you would like to adopt these little guys or foster them, or with one of the dogs that he mentioned, just give Jaime a call. Can you give him your phone number?
873-7387. Remember, the shelter also have about 80 to 100 cats at any given time ready for adoption.
Wow, great.
And we are no-kill shelter, so everybody stay safe until we find a good home for them.
Great deal. Thank you.